Ladies and gentlemen, it is the homemade broadcast. It is 12/12/2023. What is that? 13 days, 2 weeks until Christmas? Are you excited? I'm not. No, I am. I actually like Christmas now. Like, it's like you like it when you're a kid because you get stuff, and then you go through the teenage years of your life, young adult years. Teenage years are more like everything's lame. Like, this is lame. This is lame. Chris, I don't want to go Christmas lights with you, Dad. You're lame. You're lame. This is lame. Everything's lame. Christmas is lame. And then you kind of get into the young adult years, and you're like, actually, Christmas is just paganism redressed because they tried to appease the Christians, and Christianity is lame. It's kind of the same thing in a way. And then you kind of loop around to becoming a human being, a real adult human being. And then you're like, Christmas is fun. It's fun. There's hot cocoa. There's Christmas lights. They're not lame. They're cool. No matter what whatever teenage kid tells you they're lame, they're lying. They actually do like them. Everybody likes them. I don't like inflatables, though, I'll tell you. Not an inflatable guy. The big inflatable Snoopy's ice skating with the Santa hat. Nope. I don't like that. I don't know why. I just feel like the lights are more classy. I've had arguments about what lights. I do like the classy, clear, small lights that are just like very linear. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of just go in a pattern. Like, that's classy looking. But I also like the big, fat, multicolored lights. I've had knockdown, drag out fights about those. I feel like people, at least in my circle, are very passionate about the big fat lights being like white trash or something. I mean, I am white trash, so maybe that's the issue. I don't know. I like the big chunky lights, multicolored ones. Those are good too. Not bananas about the multicolored small lights. I like multicolored fat lights. I think you know what I'm talking about, the big bulbs. Like, they just remind me of like the 1960s, like my grandparents' house. Maybe that's why I like them. And then I like the really classy, small white lights. I don't really like any other kind. Red and green, maybe I can get on board with that, though I've never seen that. It's usually more like purple. Some people have purple light. Like, what are you doing? That's insane. Those are more Halloween. But I don't know. I'm excited about Christmas. I'm gonna be gone. We're gonna be shutting her down, boy. Here, I'm gonna be away in Santa's workshop for weeks to come until after the new year. So that's going to be fun. Trips, families, not my family, but other people's family. I'm doing all my family stuff this weekend. So I'm going to see my mom, my stepdad, my dad, and we're going to celebrate. So Christmas really starts this weekend, which is fun. So I'm trying to get everything done that I need to done now. Christmas shopping's pretty much done. I got to get a few things. Waiting for that Christmas bonus to hit, boy. December's an expensive month for everybody. If you have kids and stuff, I don't know how you do it with buying stuff, but kids just want like skins for Fortnite, right? They don't want toys anymore. In fact, I saw a story about the was it Hasbro? One of the toy companies laid off like 20% of the people because there's just not a demand for toys anymore. Everything's computer. Everything's in the computer. We're going to get to that in a second. Drinking today. I'm drinking. Oh, by the way, Facebook. That is still a thing. Okay. So go over to facebook.com/HMBradio. Like the page. Instagram and Twitter are the same. Home_made_man. Follow me over there. That would be the best Christmas present that you could give me. And I appreciate you doing that. Now, drinking today. Something very special. Our friends at Magic Mind, baby, they're back. And they sent me some goods. And I thank God because it's coming right at the right time here. Magic Mind. Look at this. In fact, I'm going to drink it right now. This is good timing because I need it because I'm dragging a little bit. I had a lot to do today. I'm going to show you. Smells good. It kind of smells like green apple a little bit. I don't know what that smell. That must be the matcha, I'm assuming. It's good though. It's a little sweet, but it's not like overpowering. Hold on. I do it in one gulp. I'm a one gulper. Do with that information what you may. There we go. Boom. Oh, that's good. So, what is Magic Mind? Magic Mind is, I'll tell you how I use it. So, Magic Mind, you can use it all sorts of ways. Some people are using it to replace their coffee. I haven't gotten there yet, but I kind of use it like an afterburner, like a booster with the coffee. Typically, I'll have that with coffee, but today I decided to save it so I could show you how good it is. And sometimes, especially during the holidays, you get a little dragged down. You're talking about you're not as productive. You got more stuff to do. You got the Christmas stuff. You got work. You got family. And sometimes you just need a little boost. And that's what I like Magic Mind for. Coffee alone for me, I mean, it worked, but I felt like I needed a little booster. And that's what this little thing does right here. And you know, it's improved my mornings with the coffee. It tastes good. It's like a little sweet little treat that you can have with your coffee, but not overly sweet. You won't feel like you just had a piece of cake or something for breakfast. You won't feel like you're gross you won't feel like you're diabetic if you have one. It's just a little sweet, but it's a perfect amount. And I usually drink them with the coffee in the morning, and I just feel like it gives me that little extra boost, the concentration. I feel like I'm a little sharper in my brain when I drink one of these, and it's been nice. It's been a blessing, and I want you to try it too. It's got all these great ingredients in it. It's got the matcha, which I believe is that smell. I didn't know quite what it was. It's got the ashwagandha. It's to reduce stress and anxiety. It's got the lion's mane mushroom. It's got a bunch of good stuff in it that your body craves. It's like the not like the idiocracy stuff that your body craves, but it is delicious. And I do notice a big boost when I do use it. So I stand behind this product. It works for me. I think it'll work for you as well. Now, they got a special deal for you too. And I want you to check this out. We're doing this. I'm doing all the producing myself here. So I'm going to share this tab with you. In January, some people don't want to commit because they got a good deal for you here. If you use my code HMB20, magicmind.com/HMB, use that code HMB20, 50% off your subscription there. It's pretty good. Guys, I thought it was 20% off, but it's 50% off HMB20. Now, if you're like, I don't really want to commit to a subscription, I want to try it out first. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for wanting to do that. Now, in January, Sprouts Farmers Market, those things are getting built up all over the place here in Florida, Pinellas County specifically. There's one up on Seminole Boulevard. I saw another one, I think it was 66th Street in Pinellas Park. So you can go there. You can go to Sprouts Farmers Market. I don't know if you could get, I would imagine if you say HMB20 at Sprouts, they're going to be like, I don't know what that means. But I would say buy one, buy a few, try it out for a few days. And then you go, okay, I see what Will's talking about now. I'm just going to get the subscription. Head over to magicmind.com/HMB. That's important too. And then use my code HMB20. You get up to 50% off with my code HMB20. That's pretty good. And that's for the month of December, I believe. It'll always be worth 20% off after. If you're viewing this in the future, you could still get it at 20% off if you use HMB20. But if it's in December, 50% off. One more time, magicmind.com/HMB. Try it out. You'll love it. I love it. Thank you to Magic Mind. Speaking of computers, man, it's not even computers. I am prematurely old, I tell you. Speaking of computers, I got to do all this stuff myself here because I don't have a producer, and I'm learning how to use computers every day. I learn something new. AI is specifically what I'm talking about here. AI is taking over. Even normal people know what AI is now. They don't really understand what it is. I think they think it's some sort of Israeli weapon that are that is getting used against Hamas. I don't really know how familiar people are with what AI is capable of, but it's capable of a lot. It's replacing, who is it going to replace? It's replacing workers. It's replacing it's not replacing coal miners. It's not replacing garbage collectors. It's replacing journalists. And I think that that could be a good thing. If you could get an AI that understands what a woman is without hesitation, I want that thing writing the news. If it's straightforward, objective, I think that's a good thing. And obviously, some people in the journalism world probably don't think so because they're meant to tell you what a woman is not what a woman is. Sports Illustrated, I don't know who the hell reads. I had Sports Illustrated subscription when I was a boy, and I got it just for the swimsuit issue, and I would keep that under my bed. And then after a year, it would need to be replaced. You know what I mean? I was, a prepubescent to pubescent teenager when that came out. So I enjoyed that content very much. And I would act like I read the articles in Sports Illustrated, but, I like to look at the pictures mostly. I don't know. I somehow got Esquire magazine. I don't know how. I must have not checked a box when I bought something and they just automatically start sending them to you. Esquire magazine. It's like Lenny Kravitz is on the cover every month. I don't understand this. I don't know how I got it. I don't want it. So it immediately goes into the garbage. And it's just ads. I mean, they just send it to you because the companies buy ads in the paper or in the magazine, I mean, and that's how the magazine makes their money. And then they just write AI articles, and like 90% of the magazine is just ads, So it's just mail in on Tuesdays. You get the ads from the grocery store with coupons and stuff. And that's all magazines are now. And that's really all they ever were. I guess there was some, that did good work at one point. Rolling Stone was, a good magazine. And then all of a sudden they got into like serious news coverage. And then it just became, captured just like everything else. And now it's just a bunch of nonsense in there. It's just like how Taylor Swift is promoting white supremacy. That's what Rolling Stone is now. I don't know if that's true, but I bet you there is something like that in there. Maybe not explicit like that because she is the biggest star in the world. But I guarantee you there's something in white supremacy. Like everything's connected to white supremacy now in media. So I'm not going to, maybe not Taylor Swift, but maybe like, who's somebody they don't like. It's like Jason Aldean is, that whole thing, or that guy that stole Tracy Chapman's song, even though she's like totally cool with it and likes that guy did that song. It's just nonsense. It's a waste of your time. But I do like the idea of AI creating news content. And Sports Illustrated did this. They just started like creating AI generated content in their magazine. And then they just made pictures from AI of people, quote unquote people. And then they wrote a byline, and AI wrote the biography of this imaginary person. And it said blah blah blah. Janice is a 4-year player for some made up school, and they love basketball, and they're blah blah blah. And people started reading it and being like, I don't know, because AI is good, but you can still kind of tell. It won't be too far along before you can't tell anymore, and a lot of people can't tell because really, people are AI. Like, there's not real human beings out there with like thoughts and feelings. It's all just pre-programmed. What some switches are flipped, and then they think these things about Israel, Palestine. They think this about Donald Trump and Joe Biden. It's just whatever is kind of out there. Most people are just kind of flip those switches and 1010 equations. Like, they're not real. They are AI. Most of your friends and family are something called the NPC, the non-playable character. You've seen the memes, just a gray guy with nothing going on until something is inputted. So, what's the big deal? What is the big deal here? Arena Group, the parent company of Sports Illustrated, announced on Monday that its board of directors have moved to fire the magazine's CEO, Ross Levinson, which looks like AI. He looks like AI. I think that's fair. And he became the CEO in 2019. Last month, Futurism released a report claiming that Sports Illustrated was publishing these AI articles under fake bylines using AI-generated headshots for the made-up writers. The report claimed that they reached out to Sports Illustrated for comment. The magazine deleted everything. Well, that's admitting guilt. Could have just left it up for a little while. Drew Ortiz, one of the writers, had a profile on Sports Illustrated that is for sale on a website that sells AI-generated headshots. Oh, boy. Where he's described as a neutral, white, young adult male with short brown hair and blue eyes. That's your uncle. That's your uncle. He's AI. This isn't the only fake writer, according to a source who spoke to Futurism and that asked to remain anonymous. He said that there are a lot. The source told Futurism of the fake authors. I was like, what are they? This is ridiculous. This person does not exist. At the bottom of the page, there would be a person, a photo of a person, and some fake description of them, like, oh, John lives in Houston. He loves yard games and hanging out with his dog, Sam, stuff like that. It's crazy. A second source reportedly told them that it isn't just the authors who are AI generated, but the articles as well. This content is absolutely AI generated, the second source says, no matter how much they say that it is not. After the article was published, a spokesman for Arena Group sent the reporter a statement saying that the articles in question came from a third-party company, Advon Commerce, who assured them all that they were written and edited by humans. No, you could tell because they do that too. And it's like somebody it's not their first language, is definitely not English, nor is their second language English. You can tell. It's somebody from a very impoverished third world country who they got them a freaking laptop that's powered by burning dung. And then they write these like weird articles. Now they don't even need that anymore. And they pay them like 5 cents. It's just exploitation on a mass scale. Now they don't even need to do that anymore. They could just have AI do it and it sounds better. I mean, it looks better. It reads better, reads more crisp. The statement said today, an article was published alleging that Sports Illustrated published AI-generated articles. According to our initial investigation, this is not accurate. The articles in question were product reviews that were licensed content from an external third party, Advon Commerce. A number of Advon's e-commerce articles ran on certain Arena websites. We continually monitor our partners. Blah, blah, blah. It's AI. Stop it. You deleted it. You're kind of admitting guilt there. If you hit a car, you don't go sorry. You have to just stand there stone-faced. Deny, deny, deny. Shaggy, it wasn't me. Just keep going with that. Futurism responded to the statement by doubling down and saying that it sounds like Arena Group's investigation pretty much involved in asking Advon whether the content was AI generated and taking them at their word, and then they said it wasn't. Right. Our sources familiar with the creation of the content disagree. Again, I like this. Get objective. If you can get an objective AI, see, that's the problem though, is finding the objective AI that knows what a woman is and doesn't, spill in these areas of nuance that a computer wouldn't do. It shouldn't be program nuance in their responses. It should be very objective. And if they can do that, yeah, good. I want that, especially when they cover our politics, when they cover news events about who committed certain crimes. It should be able to just tell you this: who, what, where, when, who. What's the other one? Who, what, where, when, how, why? Is that the 7? I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know what the 7 are. But if it can do that and just be very objective, then I'm all for it. Sports Illustrated just ahead of the curve, man. I like it a lot. And who cares about, it's just sports articles. Do you need feeling in your sports articles? I know that there's some journalists out there that um are probably crapping their pants about this. We talked about this AI with radio too. If I was a music DJ, like they have it's not chat GP radio GPT, and it essentially can introduce a song, and it can say that the temperature is 68 degrees, and there's going to be rain later today, and there's going to be an event this weekend. You should come out and see the station and get some goodies and tickets or whatever. And you know that's why wouldn't you do that if you're a company? Why wouldn't you? Yes, it's going to plunge people into mass unemployment, but if you're working in radio, you're pretty much unemployed anyways. It's not a real job. I mean, some people are compensated very handsomely for it, but I mean, very few. If you're one of the lucky ones, you can do very well for yourself. But it's like, if you heard about the 1%, right? That's what it's like in radio. So 1% and then 99% after that, as far as like making money in the radio business. So yeah, companies are going to do that to save money. Nobody's consumed. There's so much content out there. There's YouTube. You can just watch this stuff for free. You can have background noise. You can interact with it. You can comment on it. I mean, I think that radio is a little different because you have people that are live talking about things that are happening in your community, and you can call in real time and do that. But there's live streaming for that too. You don't necessarily need the radio waves to do that. I don't know. It's changing. So journalists should have learned to code before um, coding learned how to journal. It's a weird time, man. We're in the precipice of a new paradigm. Is that the right word? Yeah, I'm going to go with that. But what else is AI good for? I would say it's also good for just getting your mental illnesses maximized. That's what this woman does. She says this New York woman, of course, has devised a way to make her ex-boyfriends jealous without landing Mr. right away by using generative AI to digitally add new bows into her online snaps, as seen in a video with 55 million views on TikTok. She says, my ex moved on. So instead of, working on herself and improving herself and finding a new mate, being selective, she's 29 years old. She's not an old hag. She's getting there, but she's not an old hag yet. There's still time, but living in New York has got to be tough. So instead of doing that, she just added AI men into her videos to, I guess, try to say to her boyfriends who are not following her anymore, I'm not lonely. I'm doing great. See, look at this fake guy. I'm doing good. I'm giving the illusion of doing okay. And that is a very powerful tool. You can fool a lot of people with your social media accounts. If you post on social media more than once a day, you're sad. Everybody knows you're sad. But you have to portray this good life because it's kind of like a fake it till you make it thing, right? If you look like you're doing good, everybody's going to think you're doing good when you're actually thinking about moving to Canada and getting this medically assisted suicide that they have there for their population control. I mean, look, I don't blame this lady. I think it's smart. I think that you don't need a man. You have a machine that can do anything a man can do. It's long and it's thick and it's girthy. And she could just look at these videos of herself with these fake men. Let me show you the TikTok. Let's scroll down here. Oh, here it is. Oh, let me make sure that my computer is picking this up. There we go. My ex moved on, so I had to to launch a soft launch on a boyfriend fast. Now, maybe she's kidding. Let's look.
My ex moved on, so I had to soft launch a BF. Fast.
Chinese man too. Nice. Impressive. I like that. Being how happy. Holding hand. Here we go. Oh, he puts the girl. Oh, it's a nerd. Half of man's head generation. This is loud. So she's generating. Okay, that guy's kind of a hunk that she's generating. The rest of these guys have been kind of ugly, but she can put the AI to do whatever, touching her leg. He's very meek. He's squatted down. By the way, if you're listening audio only, this is why you need to go to willsyoutube.com and get the vids so you can actually see what's happening here. Strong hand there. Okay, she's got a computer there. They're working together. This takes a long time. Work from home equals work from the coffee shop. There's a man that loves her in there. Wow. And I don't know, this seems like it takes a long time because it looked like it was one of those, time lapse. So it must take her hours and hours a day to do this. So she doesn't even have time. She has no time to get out there and date. She has to create her perfect persona, her perfect man online. And she has proof. There's proof of this with the AI. I mean, this is just great. I think that this is good. I think that it's not, I take it back. She's not mentally ill. She's an innovator. So get out there, make your perfect life. Use AI. If you're sad, build a mate in your spare time. You can have a lot of spare time if you're alone. You might as well use something with that time. Have a wine, have a shot. Then just make your fantasy land. Plug yourself in. Get the meta glasses. Get the meta glasses, put them on. Enjoy the man that you made, or woman, or whatever you're into. Both, maybe. Some people are doing that now. That's fun. Don't limit yourself. In AI and the computer, forget it. You could just put something on your genitals, put on the goggles, spread them, and now you're not lonely. And you don't have to worry about touching grass. There's nothing out there. It's nothingness. There's a void out there. It's all NPCs out there anyways. You're not missing much, but now you're getting laid with the meta glasses and the attachment that's going to go on your genitals, preferably even the backside too. Put something in every orifice in your body, here in your mouth, and your behind, and your front. Hook it up. Put headphones in your ears. We already do that anyways. You got the goggles. Put the things in your nose. What's that smell? Ones and zeros, baby. But it smells like steak. It's a good life in there. It's a good life. There's a movie called The Matrix. And if I was Neo, I would have taken that blue pill and went back to sleep, back to eating steak, back to creating lovers. You don't know. This is all be a computer program as it is. They're all NPCs out there. There's no real people. Your uncle has brown hair and blue eyes, and he's very neutral. Doesn't say much. And what he says echoes cable news. So what the hell's the difference? At least you can get something that you actually can create that's your preference. You can stop getting banged by freaking these menaces and mammoths and cows and piggies and, that masquerade as human beings. They're not real. It's all fake. That is good. That is good. I want to thank you for checking out this vid. And I want to thank you for subscribing to willsyoutube.com. If you haven't, please do so now. Click the bell, get notified when we're live. And HMBradio.com. That's a website. It's my website. Follow me on social media, home_made_man. And start saving. Start saving for the Meta glasses. Start saving for the attachment that goes on your genitals and your back door and in your nose. And go to sleep. Go to sleep. My name's Will Kuntz, and I'll see you in the metaverse or something or here. Okay, bye.